Welcome back to the Tribute Games Podcast. The Tribute Games Podcast is a podcast about the independent game studio Tribute Games, recording right here in our studios in Montreal. You might be hearing the polar wind right outside of our building. We have not recorded an episode in a couple of weeks because we've been so busy, but we just thought that we'd try to make a short, a little episode as we get ready for PAX. So that's our Pre-Pax episode. So,
and because we love you.
Yes, and we love you all, and we don't want to let you without hearing our sweet voices or learning about how the video game sausage is made. So talking to you right now is Yannick Belzil, who is a social media manager and a writer at Tribute Games. To my left,
Dom 2D, I'm a game designer. And to my left,
Justin Sear, I'm fighting a cold. To my left,
Stefan, artist. To my right.
Oh, well, it's me again.
Justin again. Oh, jeez. No, to my left.
Andy, I'm a programmer.
Yes.
Yes, so, hi everyone. Right now, everyone, it's a beautiful tableau of people being tired. Eyes have bags under them. Lines are deeper in everyone's faces. Save for Andy, who's the youngest of all, and still filled with a primal energy that we have long since lost.
I almost remember that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're going to break him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not time will.
Yeah.
So right now, like as we said, like we're in the last the last stretch for getting ready for PAX. So first, should you be at PAX and you want to visit us over there, we'll be at booth 7248. So please come and say hi. And if you listen to the podcast, just say, hey, I listened to the podcast, and you'll get our gratitude and our joy.
Yeah, if you don't remember the number, just look for the group of guys wearing pink t-shirts.
Yes, because we're going to be representing.
Yeah, and the gigantic arcades.
Yes, if you're probably following us on Twitter. If you're
Cat's
not,
out of the bag.
Yeah, it's out of the bag. We have built giant arcade machines to play Curses and Chaos at PAX. So if you want to play the game, you'll get to play it in a classic arcade fashion with giant machines that they are so big that it makes
humongous.
They're humongous. It'll make you feel like you're an actual child playing it as a kid.
Yeah,
we've actually just refurbished 3 of those 2001 Space Odyssey black monoliths.
The monolith, yeah. And
arcades.
And like the monolith itself, it's the bridge between our current stage of evolution and the next one that's unknowable to our current minds.
Mm-hmm. And it's not for everybody, too.
No.
Like, you need to be ready for the challenge.
To become a star child. Otherwise, you'll go nuts.
Yep.
I was going to say right now you have to be ready for the challenge of the lag.
Yeah, we'll fix that. Don't worry about it.
But I think it bears some mentioning. We're really building these from scratch. It's not like these are refurbished arcade cabinets. Like, we've got buttons, individual buttons right on the table here. Like,
not again.
Yeah, like our programmer Jeff is like mounting the boards today. Yeah. Like when we played for the first time, our first mostly completed arcade machines, and there are a couple of issues like lag, control lag, and stuff like that. But we're ironing that out before getting it.
We got time, right?
Yeah, we got time.
We got at least like a week.
We got this.
We got this, yeah. So, Justin, how is that week has been for you, like, working furiously to make sure that it's PAX ready?
Oh, man. Same for everyone. I think it's just like this huge stress, and we're really anxious to pull it off. So, it's pretty intense, but, there's a lot of stuff still day by day being made. Steph redesigned the menus. John's been implementing that. They look amazing. Can't say enough good things about it. We're fine-tuning things. We're going to make it PAX ready. I think that's pretty much it from my end. I mean, I've animated stuff in the menus, and it's going to be a lot of fine-tuning from here till the end.
I think I corrected. I know where the PAX flu comes from.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah?
It's just
all the stress.
All the stress from all the game developers working, rushing it.
Yeah.
Till PAX.
They're just pushing back all the sickness for like a month or two, and then when they're at PAX, they're like, and it all comes out.
A super bacteria comes out. As maybe like it's a sad side effect of manning a booth at PAX. You might end up getting
it's a retro-engineered
bacteria. So yeah,
PAX bugs.
Yeah. And last year I fell to the PAX bugs, and it was real bad. It
was violent.
Yes, it's violent. It strikes you like lightning. Like, you just feel okay a moment, and 5 minutes later, you feel woozy, and you progressively want to spend your whole day in the bathroom. Like, inside an hour. That's what happened to me. In fact, I remember last year, I was wearing all of us were wearing Mercenary Kings t-shirt because they were made for PAX. And I was afraid of being sick in the booth or somewhere else on the floor and someone like capturing it on camera and someone going, look, one of the tribute guys, because of the t-shirt, is vomiting. Because one of the Mercenary Kings is vomiting. And then seeing loads of comments like, probably played his own games, blah, 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 and stuff like that. It did not happen. But that was one of my PAX anxieties, my Pixieties.
Which is part of it's just like a part of the disease.
Yeah.
It's the first symptom. You get really anxious about.
Exactly, of the online reaction to my being sick.
You get PAX Renoid?
That's okay. I can't not sign off on what he says with what I've said before.
I'm doing bad jokes as a support for you, for your own bad jokes.
Quite kind.
Thank you.
I'll always appreciate someone taking a swing there.
Yeah. I'm not even trying.
Yeah.
Foul ball.
How about you, dude? What's happening? By dude, I mean Dom. Because you
We're all
people
dudes.
can't tell who I'm duding about. Dom, what's up with you this week?
Yeah. So Space Pirate is moving along at a nice pace. Johan has been adding a lot of animation to the game, to the main character. Andy has been putting them into the game. So now it looks like it doesn't look like a bad Mercenary King clone anymore. Like at least half of it. It's getting there, and that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
It's becoming its own thing.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
Your child is growing up.
Teach your children well. No, Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Yeah. Because they love
You. We skipped straight to the end, but that's okay.
Yeah, just keep singing because I don't have anything to say this week.
I don't know what I wasn't sure what you were saying. Otherwise, I would have followed.
Sweet Blue Jane or...
Yeah.
We're really tired.
This
Yes.
is bad.
Like, we don't mean to, like, give you a subpar podcast, although it might have happened in the past, but now you're hearing what might be happening in countless other studios as they get ready for PAX. Like, morale, energy, all of this is dropping.
But I think that's good.
The morale is pretty high.
Yeah, no, it's oddly high. But I think it's good that people sort of get that view of things where it's like, yeah, these guys just sound really loopy. A lot of late nights and just sleepless nights and hard work. Yeah, that's really what game development really looks like, folks. You
And
can't
what it
see
sounds
it.
like.
Yeah. Steph,
What's up with you this week?
I started working on a comic
Yes.
for Curses and Chaos.
Yes.
Comic book.
Further promo materials.
Yeah, which will be an introduction to the game's intro.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pre-intro. I don't know what to call that.
It's an intro.
It's a prequel.
Yeah.
Pre-introduction. I don't know.
Yeah. Those are all good terms.
That you wrote, Yannick.
Yes, I did.
So-
Again, I have to say that it feels like I'm getting away with something where I just have to, because I used to draw comics, and just having to write them and someone else drawing them feels like I'm cheating. It's wonderful. I feel like the hardest part is all handled by someone else.
You found the secret.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a pixel art comic too, right?
Yeah, I decided to go with the pixel. It's slightly bigger than what we have in game.
Yeah.
But not that far either. Like maybe like each frame from the comic is about the size of a in-game.
Each
screen.
panel is the size of a screen.
Panel
Okay.
is,
I've read the roughs and it's pretty good.
yeah, it's really interesting. I really like the twist we managed to put in that one. Doing a little bit of a tie-up with other franchise. Yeah.
Yes. So those worlds are converging, and that's a lot of fun.
and I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah, well, you already know.
Yeah, I've read this. It's pretty good.
It's not like you're the creative director of this project.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when marketing art is some sort of really different. Like the classic like Mega Man 2 box art. Like that's not what's happening. But sometimes it gets away from the people actually making the game.
Yeah,
we're
all so busy. That makes sense.
But it's fun too. Like that's some, even in a small studio like this, you have surprises like that where something can get entirely started and finished, and you just get the satisfaction of seeing the final product, and it's like, oh.
And just say no. That doesn't work.
Oh, God. No. I mean, that's the nice thing. With everything that Steph does, it's like you don't have to work hard and give criticisms. It's always like, knocked it out of the park again.
And if you really wanted to give criticism, there's no criticism harsher than the ones he's already coming up himself about himself. So
yeah. Well, I think everyone's a pretty everyone's a perfectionist here too, to a certain degree. Yeah.
I'm not.
I don't care. You're all about the low-hanging fruit.
Low-hanging fruit, mailing it in.
So no editing this week on this podcast?
No editing, burps, slurs. It's all thing. Andy, what's up with you this week?
All right, so this week I've kind of been integrating some of, well, as Dom said, some new animations from Johan.
Did some auto tiling?
Yes, auto tiling to make building the maps a little bit easier, so we don't have to place every single tile by hand, but this way we can kind of just like, here's some walls, here's some floors.
Where were you back in 2012, 13, when I was tiling all the levels of Merkings, tile by tile, and sweating blood by my eyes?
It should help a whole lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll still have to do some parts manually, but I think...
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it'll just make our job faster.
I mean, we still need to go in and make it look pretty and...
If a whole machine could do it, it would not be art. So there you
go.
Would it?
No, it wouldn't. Come on.
If you say so.
Teach the robot to have a heart.
Oh, well, then that's beyond art. That's creating a new life form.
Tell us more. How do you do that?
Androids dream of Android sheep.
Electric sheep. E-sheeps.
Oh, fuck.
Let's do that one again.
Do you know what they smoke? E-cigarettes.
Oh, damn. Good one.
So
this is it, folks.
This is
beautiful.
This is what it is right now. Being in a small video game company, it's dumb jokes. It's being tired, but it's being hoping to be fueled with energy when PAX comes next week. And
we're gonna be pumped.
Oh yeah.
When we're there and we see the people playing the game, it's gonna be great.
Well, if
not Steph, just everybody else.
Yeah. Seriously, when we look back just a year, how down to the wire everything was. Like, we were still cutting our trailers like 2 days prior. We are
still cutting our trailers right now.
We haven't learned a thing.
We're actually a week ahead, so
yeah.
That's how much better we're at it. And like, we were still finishing things on the game. So all things considered, we're stepping it up in a big way with all the cabinets. And did we have a neon sign come in today? Yep, that's something else we had.
A neon sign, yeah.
Yeah, we have a big fancy neon sign for the booth. Like, it's gonna look pretty cool this year.
I've got those 400-pound walls.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, our booth will be all in black and look awesome with a big neon sign. But to hang a big neon sign, you need tough wooden walls, which we had made, and they're heavy.
You know, guys, walls made in Montreal are so much better than walls made in Boston. We had to bring our own little piece of Quebec.
I can't stand those Massachusetts walls, Dominic. You know that if it's not made out of stone like their old buildings over there, I don't give a rip.
So we're bringing our own walls. We built our own gigantic machines.
We go in another country and put up our own walls and shield us from the rest of the country.
2 things we don't stand for: Boston Bruins and Bostonian walls.
Whoa. I don't want to get stabbed in Boston, so let's edit that out.
What are you saying about the Bruins?
I like the Bruins. I like them. Well,
nothing wrong with a little rivalry.
Yeah.
Boston cream donuts pretty good, though.
Yeah, they're great.
I just remembered something, too. I have a correction.
Yes?
Okay, last week you had a question about the dances in Curses and Chaos.
Yes.
And I had my own Brian Williams moment where I falsely remembered something.
Yes.
Can attribute that 100% to Yacht Club Games. Who was at the source of that? Our very own Jonathan Levine.
There you go.
He's the one who came up with the idea for the dances at the start. But I think it quickly, at some point, Yacht Club did get mentioned in the conversation, like how it was executed. But the source of where the inspiration for the dance moves came from, John. So there you go.
You know what? Your news reading was never slow jammed into a funny segment, but I think you're way better than Brian Williams, Justin.
Thanks, man.
And I think that's a good way to end up this this podcast. From me and from everyone else at Tribute Games, please follow us.
Please.
Please follow us on Twitter, on Facebook. It's all Tribute Games. I mean, it's really 2 words. You'll find them in the search engine, or you'll find something Hunger Games related. But it's Tribute Games. It's Tribute Games. Booth 7248 at PAX. Come and shake our hands. We will
have Purell.
We'll have Purell. Do not take it personally. Last year, my whole body vomited, so don't take it personally. I have to bathe in Purell this week. This year, the next years. Yes. So you're.
What's going on?
This terrible drivel. I am sorry. We love you all. Please come see us at booth 7248 and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and maybe if we get an ELO account, if we get around to it. So thank you. Have a good week. See you at PAX.
That's it. Is it over?
Yeah, it's over.
Sorry. Oh,
See, that's what happens when we're out of practice.
Going home.
I still think that's awesome, though. I think I like the rawness of it.
You better. It's all it has going for it.
Not even the mother end.
No, I think there's...
Well, even for the leaves, I hope the